You're watching the PCTV network, and it's wicked awesome.
The first meeting is really a get-to-know-you meeting. We're going to sit down. Typically, the meeting will last about an hour. We're having a conversation. My job is to ask them some questions about where they are, what some of their goals are, what some of the key objectives they have in meeting with me, where they are to this point, and really what brought them in to see me. And now I'm at the point in my career where I have a lot of people that are dependent upon me to provide them with all the guidance and all the advice that we do on a day-to-day basis.
Welcome to the 2014 PCTV Academic Quiz Bowl Tournament hosted at Pottsgrove Middle School. We are sponsored by the program Financially Speaking, shown here on PCTV. Each winter, some of the brightest students from the area high schools compete academically through a series of matches in the Academic Quiz Bowl League. The seedings for this year's TV tournament were determined by the final rankings during the season. Since this is a single elimination competition, the pressure is on each team to be at its best throughout the match. Today's match pits Pottsgrove against Souderton. Representing Pottsgrove, we have Brady, Eric, Abby, and Chris. And Chris will serve as the captain. On the other side, for Souderton, we have Carolyn, Alex, who will serve as the captain, and Nick. Each match will consist of 3 rounds. The first round has 15 toss-up questions that either team may answer in 5 seconds. If a team misses a question, the opposing team has a chance to answer correctly on the rebound. A correct answer earns a team a bonus question. For this, the team has 10 seconds to confer before the captain voices the answer. Computational questions are given extra time, 30 seconds normally and 35 seconds when as a bonus. All right, we're ready to begin this match. Toss-up number 1, time synonyms. What time of day is indicated by the terms gloaming and crepuscular? And that would be Chris.
Noon.
Noon is incorrect. We have a rebound opportunity for Souderton. And that would be Alex.
Afternoon.
Afternoon is also incorrect. That would be twilight, dusk. Stephanie Myers would know about that. Toss-up number 2, architecture and literature. Name the novel about a cursed home in Salem, Massachusetts. Alex.
The House of Seven Gables.
The House of the Seven Gables is correct. And you guys get a bonus, Souderton. Alex K and Alex C, could you move your name tags over just a little bit for me?
Yes.
That way, thank you. Good, I can see your buzzers then. Thank you very much. Okay, now remember, Alex, you're going to be giving the answer. Bonus for Souderton, tuning fork physics. At the base of the prongs in a tuning fork are points of no vibration called what? Yes.
Nodes.
Nodes is correct. Toss-up number 3, imaginary worlds. In the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, what world is divided into the in-world, the mid-world, and the end-world?
I thought I read one Stephen King book, and that was about JFK.
Okay, the answer was the all-world. Okay. No Stephen King fans in the house here, obviously. Toss-up number 4, vetoes. President Jackson vetoed a bill that would have authorized a new charter for what bank? Yes, and that would be Alex.
The Bank of the United States.
Bank of the United States is correct. You get a bonus opportunity, and of course it's going to be computational. This one will be fast, though. Angles. What is the reference angle for 150 degrees? Yes, Alex.
30 degrees.
30 degrees, yes. It really didn't require too much computational work, but you did have to figure out 180 minus 150. Okay, toss-up number 5. Both teams are back into this. Bivalve mollusks. Bivalve shells are composed of what chemical compound? Chris,
CaO2, calcite.
can you give me the name of it?
Calcite.
That's incorrect. Rebound.
Go.
Alex,
Calcium citrate.
that is also incorrect. You were close. Calcium carbonate is what they were looking for. Calcium carbonate. Toss-up number 6, plateaus. In what ocean would you find the Campbell, Challenger, Manahiki, and Marquesas plateaus? That's Alex.
The Pacific.
That is the Pacific Ocean. And you get a bonus in battered cities. What port city in Belgium sustained more hits by V-1 and V-2 rockets than all other targets combined during World War II?
Liege.
No, that's incorrect. Antwerp. Antwerp. Toss-up number 7. U.S. officials. Name the former American ambassador to the United Nations who announced on 5 television shows that the Benghazi incident was a spontaneous, and that is Brady.
Susan Rice.
That is right, Susan Rice. And Pottsgrove's on the board. And you get a bonus opportunity in legislation. Chief Justice Earl Warren wrote that the clause in the Constitution that prohibits bills of what serves to prevent trial by legislature?
Attainder. Bill,
I can't hear.
Bill of Attainder.
Attainder.
Attainder is correct. Toss-up number 8 for both teams, law enforcement. At one time or another, these people were members of what federal law enforcement organization? Frederick Douglass, Bat Masterson, Wild Bill Hickok, and that would be Alex.
The U.S. Marshal Service.
U.S. Marshal Service is correct. The last one was Morgan Earp. Yes.
Anybody know that?
Bonus opportunity for Souderton. Settings. These books are mainly set in what country? Sadko and 1,000 Paper Cranes. Shogun. The Samurai's Garden.
Japan.
That would be Japan.
The Samurai's Garden. I think
It's nice to get those as bonus questions. You don't have to buzz in quickly. You can listen to the rest of the titles. Toss-up number 9 for both teams, colonial religion. In colonial times, what was the predominant religion in Pennsylvania? And that would be Alex.
Quakers.
Quakers is correct.
Jeez, we're
And
getting
you get a bonus in a computational one. Oh, I love these age problems. They're always challenging. Jill is 3 years older than Jan. Jan is 4 years less than twice Jenny's age. If their 3 ages add up to 35, how old is Jenny?
Yeah, that's what you got. That's what Caroline got. I think so. 35. Is it 2 or 30? What did you need? I can't tell.
Time's expired. Any last minute guesses? Can't give it to you anyway, but 8 is the answer. 8. Jenny's 8. Toss-up number 10. Familiar expressions. What ism is the term for the familiar expressions used in these examples? He pointed his shooter at the sheriff. And that would be Abby.
Colloquialism?
Colloquialism is correct. You get a bonus for Pottsgrove. Regions. Arcadia, once celebrated as an unspoiled and harmonious wilderness, is on what European peninsula? Chris?
Iberian.
No, the Peloponnesian. Toss-up 11, dynasties. The Abbasid dynasty ruled what empire during the Golden...
The Ottoman Empire.
That's incorrect. During the Golden Age.
Golden Age. When was the What?
Yes, Chris?
Roman Empire.
No, it was the Islamic Empire. Toss-up 12, Friction. Of the two fundamental kinds of friction, which is greater? That was Eric.
Static.
Static is correct. Bonus for Pottsgrove. Unintended utterances. A Freudian slip is also known as a slip of what organ?
The tongue. The tongue.
The tongue is correct. Toss-up 13 is an ocean currents. Named for a country, what is the ocean current that flows northward along the westernmost coast of mainland Scandinavia? And Alex,
The Norway Current.
that's incorrect. Rebound.
Sweden. The Norwegian current.
Yeah, I have to take it as that. Norwegian current is correct. Pottsgrove gets the points. You get a bonus in propaganda. What propaganda technique is illustrated by an advertisement stating that people from throughout America, like truck drivers, you're going to have to answer, Chris, because they buzzed in.
Oh, sorry.
Common folk.
I'm sorry, it's close, but it's called plain folks. Plain folks. So they don't get the points for that. Toss-up 14, piracy positions. Instead of paying ransom to the Barbary pirates for captured American sailors, what American president, Alex?
Thomas Jefferson.
That is correct. Said, why not build a navy and decide on war? Okay, so you got it. Jefferson is correct. You get a bonus. It is computational again, though this one I think is a little simpler than the last one. Squares. If the perimeter and area of a square are equal, what is the length of one of its sides? Alex?
4.
4 is correct. Toss-up 15, last one in this round. Composer countries. What was the nationality of the composer Hector Berlioz? Alex?
French.
French is correct, which means you get a bonus opportunity in legal fields. What field of law specializes in laws that affect minors? Alex?
Juvenile law.
Juvenile law is correct. So at the end of the first round, we had Pottsgrove has 60 and Souderton has 110. After the first round, we now enter what's called the lightning round. The trailing team has 60 seconds to answer as many rapid-fire questions as possible. Questions passed or answered incorrectly are then given to the opposing team, which has 6 seconds allotted per question. The same process is then followed by the opposing team. During our short break, we've had some substitutions. I'd like to introduce some new players. For Pottsgrove, Nick has joined the team. Okay, there he is. And for Souderton, Jason has joined the team, and Nathan. We also made a slight correction in the scores. Pottsgrove has 60, as we stated, but Souderton has 120, which means Pottsgrove got to choose from the lightning rounds, and their choices were Pacific Ocean, to a T, and sports, and they chose to a T, and Chris will be giving the answers, and then we'll have a chance to hear sports from Souderton. I have some more information for Pottsgrove here, and for Souderton. Each answer for this category is a 5-letter word that starts and ends with T. So they're 5-letter words that start and end with T. Again, the time will start when I finish the first question. We'll see if you guys can make the most of this round and bounce back and get closer. Form into a bent, curled, or distorted shape.
Twist.
Twist.
Firm reliance on the integrity of a person.
Trust.
Trust.
Entice a person to do something against his or her better judgment.
Tempt.
A distinguished quality or characteristic.
Trait.
Trait.
A parcel of land.
Tract.
A mocking remark made in order to wound or provoke.
Taunt.
A central principle or belief.
Tenant.
Tenant.
Contaminate or pollute.
Taint.
Taint.
A secret romantic rendezvous.
Pass.
Understood or implied without being stated.
Pass.
A secret romantic rendezvous.
Tryst.
Tryst.
Understood or implied without being stated. Okay, time has expired. Well, you did make good use of that round. You got 9 out of 10 correct, which means, Souderton, you have a chance to steal 1. We'll wait till I finish it before the 6 seconds start. Alex, you give me the answers? Okay, again, this word is 5 letters, begins and ends with T. Understood or implied without being stated.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, time's expired. Often used in music, tacit. Tacit is the word. Okay. All right, well, we'll see if Souderton can also make the most of this round. They chose sports, so we'll see how these go. Again, we'll start 60 seconds when I finish the first question. What number represents the pitcher in baseball scorecard notation?
1.
In basketball, what's the opposite of zone defense?
Man to man.
Varieties of which sport include major fast pitch and major slow pitch?
Softball.
Which major league sport has a limit of 3 long stick defensemen per
Lacrosse.
team? In 1979, this Indiana State star was College Player of the Year.
Larry
but Matt-
Bird. Larry Bird.
In which sport does the game begin when the referee drops an object onto the playing surface?
Hockey.
What is the mascot of Virginia Tech?
Hokies.
What was the only country to qualify for all 16 soccer World Cups in the 20th century?
Brazil.
In tennis, what kind of shot is designed to go high over your opponent's head while your opponent is at the net?
Pass.
In which sport does Bodie Miller compete?
Skiing.
In tennis, which kind of shot is designed to go high over your opponent's head while your opponent is at the net?
A drop. Shot.
Okay. We got through all the questions there. You got 9 out of 10 correct as well. All right, so we go back over to Potts, give you a chance to steal 1. This is the only way you can pick up a point here on them. In tennis, what kind of shot is designed to go high over your opponent's head when your opponent is at the net?
Lob.
And that would be a lob, correct. So Pottsgrove does pick up the 10 points there. All right, so at the end of that round, we're moving into the final round now. Let's check our scores again. Both teams picked up a lot of points there. So we have 210 to 160. That's the difference. So Pottsgrove, if you want to pull this out, you're going to have to win a few more of these questions. All right, Souderton, you guys ready? Pottsgrove's ready? We're going back to toss-up questions. In this final round, we have 15 toss-up questions. There are no bonuses, but there are rebound opportunities. Question number 1. Funerals. The funeral of what Egyptian president was attended by Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and Alex?
Anwar Sadat.
That is correct, Sadat. Toss-up 2, Latin. What does the Latin word rex mean, Abby?
King.
King, as in Oedipus Rex. Toss-up number 3, the Precambrian era. During what geologic eon did the single-celled prokaryotes first evolve? Time's expired. The Archean. Toss-up number 4, mountain ranges. The Great Dividing Range is located mostly in which Australian?
Queensland.
Queensland is correct. Got that in the nick of time. You were going to say Australia, and then you caught it. Good job, good anticipation, and good change. Frame-ups. What character in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban framed
Peter Pettigrew.
Peter Pettigrew? Yes. Toss-up number 6, revolutionaries. What Boston revolutionary chaired the town meeting that immediately preceded the famous Tea Party? Out.
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams is correct. Toss-up 7, acceleration. The acceleration of a body experiencing uniform circular motion is known as what kind of acceleration?
Uniform?
For Jason, what?
Uniform?
No, that's incorrect.
Acceleration.
Rebound, Pottsgrove?
Say.
Eric,
Centrifugal.
can you say that again?
Centrifugal acceleration.
Okay, checking with, is that what he said? No, you said centrifugal is what I heard. Centripetal is what the answer was.
Should have mumbled more.
There is a difference. Okay. Earthquakes. What is the term for the point of stress release in an earthquake? And that would be Abby.
Epicenter?
That's incorrect. Rebound.
You had focus.
Yes.
The focus.
Focus is what they're looking for. Correct. 9. Extremophiles. What is extreme in the environments in which psychrophiles and cryophiles thrive? And that would be Chris.
Temperature. Temperature.
Be specific.
Cold.
Thank you. That's what I need. Cold, because cryo is freezing and saying, okay, toss up 10. Historical vocabulary. What is the collective term for the customs, social institutions, arts, and achievements of a nation or people?
The culture. The culture.
Culture is correct. Toss up 11. Representation. 2 members each from Greenland and Faroe Island sit in the parliament. Alex.
Denmark.
That is correct. Toss up 12. Murders. While many people, including Joe Lieberman and General Barry McCaffrey, call it a terrorist attack, the U.S. Department of Defense gave what other name to the 2009 mass murder of 13 people at Fort Hood by Nidal Hassan? And that was, they called it an act of workplace violence. Toss up 13. Norse mythology. In Scandinavian myths, Yggdrasil was said to be what kind of life form? That
Tree.
would be Nick.
Tree.
Tree is correct. Toss up 14. Sentence parts. Grammatically, classify the subject of this sentence. Sneezing and bungee jumping are alike in that, Eric,
Gerund.
that is a gerund. And toss up 15, last one in our round. Battle-born nicknames. Complete this quote by the Confederate General Bernard B., uttered during
Stonewall.
Stonewall is correct. And so that's our last question. And I believe the scores are being tallied here. And Souderton holds on to win 280 to 210. Congratulations.